Hi guys, welcome back to Success Corner. We are back with daily physics MCQs and we will be continuing with the topic thermal physics. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Question 1. The lengths of two metallic rods at temperatures theta are La and Lb and their linear coefficient of expansion are alpha A and alpha B respectively. If the difference in their lengths is to remain constant at any temperature, then so that means that delta L will remain constant at any temperature. So if that's the case, then alpha A LA should be equal to alpha B LB. So that means that LA by LB will be equal to alpha B by alpha A. So the correct answer here will be option 2. Question 2. The plots of intensity versus wavelength for three black bodies at temperature T1, T2 and T3 respectively are as shown. Their temperatures are such that. So you know that temperature is inversely proportional to lambda. Therefore, T1 will be greater than T3 will be greater than T2. Therefore, the correct answer here will be option number 2. Question 3. A spherical balloon of volume V contains helium at a pressure P. How many moles of helium are in the balloon if the average kinetic energy of the helium atom is K? So the number of helium atoms will be equal to 3 by 2 PV divided by K, where K is the average kinetic energy. So if we divide this N by the Avogadro number, we'll get the number of moles. So the number of moles will be equal to 3 by 2 PV divided by K into Avogadro number. So the correct answer here will be option number 4. Question 4. Argon gas is adiabatically compressed to half of its volume. If P, V and T represent the pressure, volume and temperature of the gaseous system at any stage, then the correct equation representing the process is. Now you know, as it is given that it is adiabatic compression. So for adiabatic process we know that T V to the power gamma minus 1 is equal to constant, or we can also write P V to the power gamma is equal to constant. From that we derive this. So if we replace V in respect of P, then we get Tp to the power 1 minus gamma by gamma is constant. Now as it is given that it is argon gas and it is monoatomic, so here gamma will be equal to 5 by 3. So when we replace 5 by 3 in the equation, we get Tp to the power minus 2 by 5 is equal to constant. So here the correct answer will be option number 3. Question 5. Two spheres of same material have radii 1 meter and 4 meter and temperature 4000 Kelvin and 2000 Kelvin respectively. The energy radiated per second by the first sphere is. So we have to tell the relation. You can see the options. We have to tell the relation. Is it greater than the second or less or equal? So you know the energy radiated per second will be equal to E sigma A T power 4. So we can also write A as 4 pi r square. So when we substitute the values given in the question in the formula, we get E1 by E2 is equal to 1. That means that it will be equal. The energy radiated per second by the first sphere will be equal to the second sphere. So the correct answer here will be option number 3. Question 6. 1 kilogram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 kilogram of water at 80 degrees. The final temperature of the mixture is. Now you can solve this question using two methods. One is the direct formula which generally students use to find the temperature of a mixture. I will show you another method. So as you know that 1 gram of 80 degrees Celsius water to come to 0 degrees will give off 80 calories. And similarly, 1 gram ice requires 80 calories to become 0 degree and water. So ice will turn into water, but the temperature will remain at 0 degrees. So as these two are equal, both is 80 degrees, one is giving 80 calories and one is taking 80 calories. So the final temperature here that will remain is 0 degrees. So this is how you can solve questions conceptually without using complicated formulas and calculation. So this is also a simple way, and this method can be used in many other types of questions as well. So here the correct answer will be option number 3, that is 0 degrees Celsius. Question 7. Figure shows the pressure P versus volume V graph for a certain mass of a gas at two constant temperatures T1 and T2. Which of the following inference is correct? So to solve this question, take any point on the y-axis, any point of pressure, and see the volume. So for any point of P, the volume for T1 is less than the volume for T2. From this we can form the relation that T1 will be less than T2. So the correct answer will be option 3. Question 8. If on heating liquid through 80 degrees Celsius, the mass expelled is 1 by 100th of mass still remaining, the coefficient of apparent expansion of liquid is. So we let that the remaining mass is x. So as the mass expelled is 1 by 100th of mass still remaining, it will be x by 100. So the apparent expansion, the coefficient of expansion of liquid will be gamma equal to mass expelled divided by the mass remained into delta t. So mass expelled is x by 100, mass remaining was x, and delta t is 80. So when we solve this, we get 1 by 8000, which is equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 4. So here the options are a bit confusing. So be sure that you correct the right, you tick mark or you circle the right answer during the exam. So here the correct answer will be option 1. Question 9. At a pressure of 24 into 10 to the power 5 dyne per centimeter square, the volume of O2 is 10 liters and mass is 20 grams. The RMS velocity, root mean square velocity, will be equal to. So RMS velocity will be equal to root 3 PV by M. So when we substitute the values, so we will get 6 into 10 to the power 4 centimeter per second. So but the options are given in meter per second. So when we convert this to meter per second, it becomes 600 meters per second. So the correct answer will be option number 3. Question 10. The initial temperature of a body is 80 degrees Celsius. If its temperature falls to 64 degrees in 5 minutes and in 15 minutes to 52 degrees, then find the temperature of the surrounding. So we know the formula, that is theta 1 minus theta 2 by T is equal to K into theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 minus theta naught. And theta naught is the temperature of the surroundings. So when we substitute this, so initially it goes from 80 to 64 and time is 5 minutes. So when we solve this, it becomes 3.2 is equal to K into 72 minus theta naught. And as it goes from 80 to 52 in 15 minutes, we can also say that it goes from 64 to 52 in 10 minutes. So we get the second equation, that is 64 minus 52 divided by 10 is equal to K into 64 plus 52 by 2 minus theta naught. So the second equation which we get is 1.2 is equal to K into 58 minus theta naught. So as we have these two equations, we can find theta naught from by solving these two equations. And when we solve this, we get theta naught is equal to 49 degrees Celsius. So the correct answer here will be option number 4. These were today's 10 MCQs. I hope you like this video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thank you.